March beans, baby. Sun's out and it is time to shell some corn. Here's the big red combine. I'm going to be running the ARG wagon for Bradford Research Farm today. It's going to be a good time. I had to go get the key for the tractor from my supervisor. I'm going to be running Big Red again today. Dumping the first hopper of the day. This corn that we're shelling with an 8-row corn head was actually planted by a 6-row planter, so not everything matches up all the time, and sometimes you have to do stuff like this. But it'll all work out. It's just corn. Getting the old 8250 fueled up right now, and then we're going to shell some more corn. We've had a terrible breakdown at the field. We actually bent up a snout, so we're gonna have to do a little borrow operation, but we will get it back running again. Combine man caught a little ditch with the snout. Combine man caught a ditch with the snout, and it bent the snout quite a bit, so we're just gonna steal this one and keep running. The combine is now ready to go. We got the snout fixed. Now we can shell corn. We're hanging it up for tonight. It may be 9:30, but there's one thing that cannot be stopped on a Thursday, and that is Buffalo Wild Wings. About every single Thursday for the past 3 months, I've gone to Buffalo Wild Wings, and I wasn't just gonna skip this week because it was a little late. It's homecoming this weekend, so I couldn't go home. Guys, there's a Space Force flag in the Mizzou homecoming parade. This is Missouri. Don't be surprised if you see a tractor in a parade. Agro with the 8RX 370. Just got through with the boys at the parade. Now we're gonna go wait for the game to start and have a good time. Oh yeah. Some enterprising individual thought it would be funny if they kicked the back of my truck and broke it, so I appreciate that. Only in Columbia. It's Friday and I'm heading to work, and then we're heading home. Are you okay? I should probably get that fixed. Just got done at Bradford for the day, and today my day consisted of going on a parts run for about 2 hours and trying to fix something on a grain trailer, only to break something else. But now I'm gonna head home. I'm in the Salt River bottom in Rawls County, and there has to be at least 4 miles of tile right here. I can only assume that whoever is owning or farming that is going to put the tile in the field to enhance drainage. Wow, can you say golden hour? Yep, I still love Northeast Missouri. The vibes tonight, thanks to this gorgeous sunset behind us, are immaculate. I wish every day were like this. I got new WeatherTech floor mats for my pickup. I'm gonna run to town real quick and get a mellow yellow and a tail light to replace the one that got kicked out. And I think I'm gonna mow the yard too. Hello, animal friends. I do believe that's the biggest little disc that I've ever seen. When I'm back home, I like to stroll through the lot here at our Satin Stricker Nobi and just see what they have. There's a really nice 9520 RX out here on the lot, but I talked to the guy inside. He said it's already sold. Of course, I get the lawnmower stuck right by Highway 24 where everyone can see it. Thank goodness Rob had a chain in his truck and came right down the driveway just so I got it stuck. I think it's a good time to go find something else to mow. And I have been tasked with going and getting our John Deere draper head. So I'm going to grab a drawbar pin real quick, and we are going to go north of town to the head shed. It's very important to make sure that the pin fits in the hole first. Before we go to the head shed north of town, I need to take this green J&M header cart over to Grandpa's house because we're running out of space here in the yard because our new building's going to show up soon and I just need to move it. This looks like it's out of the way. Cousin Will told me that they were going to be shelling corn today with their New Holland Class 8. I think it's like a Genesis spec or something. I thought it'd be neat to come and video a little bit of that, just change things up a bit from the normal red and green routine. I walked around a little bit looking at the job this combine's doing, and it's doing a really good job of threshing this corn. And I found a couple ears that didn't quite make it into the combine, and that's pretty impressive. I just wanted to say real quick that the folks driving that New Holland combine very nearly lost a family member, and they're also part of my family. They're my cousin and my great uncle. Great uncle very nearly lost his life to an accident in a grain bin. If you're going to be in a grain bin, just make sure to be very careful because that can kill. And now back to the video. So I made it to the head shed north of town, and we're going to get that green head right there and drag it home. And I think I'm also supposed to get the combine out today and do stuff, maybe. I don't know. I don't make the plans. Hooking up heads is a lot more fun when you have another person to help. That wasn't so hard. I'm gonna shut the doors and we're going home. Uh-oh. I'm spinning my tires. Better lock in my four-wheel drive. Tow mirrors up. Horsepower gained 50. I'm just taking it low and slow. Only going about 40. Don't want anything to happen to this head because we traded for it, I think we got it this summer. Came out of Central Illinois. That's where all the good stuff comes from. This head is what we're gonna run on my grandpa's S790. Dad's combine gets a 40-foot Macdon FD140 draper. This one's a 35-footer. 35-footers just fit around terraces a lot better, cut between the channels, and you can fit it more places too. I'm gonna get the combine dug out real quick. Shouldn't take that long, seeing as all I have to move is the Kraus Dominator and the 9570 RX. That wasn't so difficult. I'm gonna give Dad a call real quick and see if he wants me to hook the head up to this or not. Dad gave me the clear to go ahead and hook up the head, so that's what we're gonna do. First try. Man, I'm good. I hope that this is out of the way enough. All of the equipment shuffling here at home has been completed. I'm gonna hop across the road where Dad and the guys are shelling corn, and I'm gonna see what they're doing. WeatherTech floor mats, awesome purchase. The Big Justin. And so begins my quarter-mile walk back to my truck. I can use the exercise. It can't hurt me. Go, Justin, go. Are you excited to cut beans? Me too. So I'm Snapchatting this girl that I kind of like, right? And I haven't heard from her for a while, and I heard my phone buzz, and pick it up. I think, oh man, I got a Snapchat from my girl. No, it's a notification from Canvas saying that a quiz that I took had been graded. All right, go me. It's just after 8 o'clock, and I'm on a bit of an early morning stroll down here in the bottom. Main purpose here this morning is to take pictures of our John Deere 512 disc ripper, which is now for sale, if anyone is interested. If any of you fellas want it, email me, and I'm sure we can work out a deal. That didn't take very long. Could just stop and admire how awesome this truck is, because it's pretty awesome. A lot of our soybeans down here in this bottom are going to be ready pretty quick. We're hoping that we can switch over and start cutting beans tomorrow, but I won't be there for that. I may be able to cut some beans this afternoon at the house because we're running out of parking places, and if we can cut off some beans right behind the shop, that would be awesome, because then we could park stuff right there. At our new bin site, not a whole lot's been done, but hey, at least we have like part of the leg here. Must be a very bad day to be a tree on a property that Goldingers own. A lot of these trees were not here 50 years ago. So we're just setting things the way they should be. There's like 12 brush piles over this half-mile fence row. This fence row here was like 40 feet wide. So us and the neighbor are gonna gain some tillable ground here. Oh boy, we're shelling my corn. Unfortunately, the yield is kind of disappointing, but you'll have that. Hey, we got it. That's my profit margin for this year. That field wasn't very good, but it was late and replanted, so my expectations weren't very high, but I was still disappointed. I have one more field of corn across this draw, and I hope it's better. This is not what I want to see on my corn, which is that it's flat on the ground and doesn't have an ear on it. Thank you to the raccoon population of Marion County. I'm coming for you. This is what corn is supposed to look like. The rest of this field looked like this until we had some wind and then raccoon damage, and then it was flat on the ground. Oh yeah, we love down corn. The professional operator here, being Dad, decided we should come at it from another direction and try and see if we can pick up some more of it. I finally got some good news for everybody. I've been cleared to start cutting beans this afternoon instead of tomorrow. Well, I wasn't going to be here tomorrow anyways, so the main thing that this means is I get to play around in a combine for a couple hours. I need to go start up a semi and get the air tanks pumping on that. And then I'm going to cut a little bit around where our new building's going to be, just so that when the supplies get here tomorrow for the building, they have somewhere to park all of it. I'm gonna get a semi going here real quick, and then we're gonna hop in the combine and cut some beans. Got my Bluetooth, we're ready to cut. Before we actually get started, we need to do the customary YouTube farmer bean test. The customary YouTube farmer bean checking deal is you put a bean in your mouth. If it has a nice pop to it, that means they are ready to go. And if they don't, well, you need to wait a little while. And these beans passed the test. Here we go. Need to turn my reel speed up a little bit. I haven't broken anything yet. There's beans coming in the tank, so that means the combine's working. I got my endros off, and I just now have a full hopper. Got the unload auger coming out now. Any second now. There it is. We're gonna unload these beans into that semi right there. Okay, we have the first hopper of the year for beans out of the way. Now let's go get the rest. Beans are cutting pretty nice, and I've got my auto steer on. See, no hands. And this afternoon's gonna be fun. It's about 3:30 right now, and it took me a half hour, 35 minutes to cut a hopper, and it takes 2 hoppers to fill a semi, and I have 2 semis to fill, and then the combine. So I can probably cut till like 5:30 or so, and then I'm gonna have to head back to college. Since I'm right here by the house, and therefore by the shop, therefore by my March 7th beans, I'm gonna go ahead and cut these and just see what they make. First, I had to cut off these 6 rows of beans that I planted on May 7th, and the rest of them over there are March beans. I'm ready to see what these beans are doing. Yeah, I think the March beans are pretty good. Ignore the weed problem right there. That was not my fault. This is the last of the 30-inch March beans. And, oh my gosh, they're yielding so good. Look at that. Yeah, you like that seed? It's the best seed in the house. And this is the part where we turn around. Sorry about that. You guys fell down there. I was pushing up stuff with the cutter bar, and I couldn't figure out why until I noticed that a section is gone, and when a section's gone, it really didn't cut that well. So I have a new section, nuts and bolts, and this is the only tool I had. So that's gonna be fun. Update, I could not get it with the crescent wrench, so I'm gonna have to go get some actual tools. Luckily, we are on the home farm and our shop is right there, and there are plenty of actual tools in the shop. Not sure what the combine was doing just there, but it's fluctuating RPMs really bad. Not sure what the problem is. With about 5 acres left down there in the bottom, the combine now will not start. That's weird. After I started running into issues with that combine, things got kind of hectic and I quit videoing. But I finished cutting that 45-acre field out front at our home place. But hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, come back to see us again. Subscribe, like, comment, ask me a question, share the video, show your mom, dad, brother, sister, grandma, grandpa, aunts, and uncles. Fair game too. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care.